fight. Are you ready?
Combate Global.
Oh, what a punch. What an incredible fight. Can you believe what you just saw? We have a champion.
Welcome to Univision Studios. What you are seeing right now inside the arena in Bogota, Colombia. We are ready to get underway with Dumar Roa versus Jon Zarate. You see, it is packed. The energy there in Bogota, Colombia, absolutely off the chart. Jimmy Smith, Rodolfo Roman, we're coming to you from Miami. Now, don't mean to out myself here, but fighters are liars. And that could be a big part of this first fight. Why? Because Dumar Roa has a little bit of bad blood with Jon Zarate. And he said, I'm not going to the ground. You said it yourself, Rodolfo, that he has a superior ground game. But as he has said, you want to brawl, we're going to brawl. I'm not going to the ground. Does he stick to it?
Zarate called Roa during the weigh-in. They've been going at it on social media, you know, all these platforms. And he said last night, you're nothing but a keyboard warrior. Stand up to your ground. Don't strike with, just strike with me. Let's see what you're up to.
To which Roa said, yeah, I'll do that. I will stand and bang. Even though that might be to his detriment tonight, we'll see if he is a man of his word. The bad blood spilling into the cage in Bogota, Colombia. One thing about Roa, he's trained all over the world. France, Brazil, Czech Republic, trying to improve his skill set. And what that shows to me, Rodolfo, is a willingness not just to learn, but to spar with a bunch of different styles and get out of your comfort zone. Think that helps him tonight.
Yeah, he has that experience, not afraid of fighting in different places, but he's fighting in his home country. Roa, he fought here actually in La Jaula. He took on Puas. He got choked out by Puas, but, you know, that's in the past, right? That's in the rearview mirror. This is a brand new day, and he's fought overseas and in several places in the United States, South America. And this guy's been all around. But Zarate has something to prove. You know, he's like, I'm facing a game guy that has had the experience. So for him to get this victory on this platform here in Combate Global, I mean, that's huge for the guy.
Well, our own Beatriz Callas is in Colombia. Let's go to her and get it started.
Y arrancamos con mucha más acción, las reglas de la jaula. 3 vueltas de 5 minutos, 2-3 jueces, utilizando el sistema de 10 puntos. Este duelo en la división peso ligero desbao. In the lightweight division, los jueces son the judges are Hugo Pulido, Camilo Prieto y William Arciniegas. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Introducing the blue corner, en la esquina azul, wearing red, vestido de rojo, su peso oficial, 155.8 libras, his official weight, 155.8 pounds, with a pro record of 18 victories and 14 losses, con un récord profesional de 18 victorias y 14 derrotas. From Guateque, Colombia, Dumar, Corazón de León, Roa. Introducing the red corner, en la esquina roja, wearing black, vestido de negro, su peso oficial, 155.4 libras, his official weight, 155.4 pounds, with a pro record of 9 victories and 11 losses, con un récord profesional de 9 victorias y 11 derrotas. De Medellín, Colombia, Jon The Problem Zarate. El referee, César Martínez.
We are about to get underway. Dumar Roa in the red, Jon Zarate in the black and yellow in the lightweight division, 155 pounds. Both fighters natives of Colombia. They want to get it done on their home turf.
Let's see, Jimmy, if Roa is a man of his word.
Fighters lie. I'm just throwing that out there.
We know that, Jimmy.
Say whatever they have to do to win. Fight smart. Be honest when you get home.
Roa, though, very dedicated.
We're underway. There's the opening bell. Touch of gloves at least. Didn't know if we get that. Once again, Roa in the red trunks. Taking on Jon Zarate in the black and yellow. Well, they may have bad blood, but they're showing a lot of respect early.
Yeah, very slow, very slow,
Methodical,
patient,
we could
methodical.
say.
That was the word I was looking
for. The opening.
Yeah. Especially Zarate. Look at a weird stand-up where you stand.
Yeah, kind of awkward.
Grasshopper-ish there, right?
Yeah. Very tall in the stance.
Oh.
Hands a little wide, trying to chop the knee.
Yeah, it's like a tomahawk chop.
Now
Is it a
Zarate
Taekwondo
starting
style?
to loosen up. Those Taekwondo stance.
There's only one guy so far that I know to get away with that. That's MVP, Jimmy.
Yeah, hands low kind of style.
Yeah. You got to be built different for that type of style and really carry on
Are
with
you old
it.
enough to remember Prince Nassim Hamed?
Of course.
Thank you. Similar thing in boxing.
Yes. Yes.
Sergio Maravilla Martinez, hands low. But this is
Prince
MMA where
Nassim.
you got to watch everything, right?
You taking it back, Jimmy.
Hey, love Maravilla, one of my favorites of all time. But you always tell fighters, if you want to fight like Roy Jones, you better have Roy Jones' speed. You better be fast enough to see the punches coming. And in MMA, it can be so difficult. There's so many offensive options. Spinning attack from Zarate.
And we got that clinch work. Although that more experience, been out there with different type of
Going
opponents.
guillotine is Roa to counter the takedown of Zarate. And not committing the hips, wisely letting it go. Both these guys veteran. 20 fights for Jon Zarate.
I tempted to go for the leg. He's switching it up.
33 pro fights for Dumar Roa. Both these guys been around the block. I'm not going to waste energy, go for something that's not there. Right now it's Zarate putting the pressure on.
And the story was told at the beginning of that fight. You know, just the beginning, how slowly they started and Zarate going for the takedown. And he was the one that was challenging Roa, but he's getting in trouble here. He still has that chin there, but nothing from it, Jimmy.
Yeah, Roa not committing the hips to the guillotine. Guillotines, as you know, it's not about the arms, it's about the hips. And so far, Roa not committing very much to it.
Smartly enough, though, he did let that go. He knew he had nothing in it.
A little short, nice trip takedown, but can he keep him there?
Well, a good way of getting himself right back up, using that aula to posture himself up, waiting for that opportunity. Zarate not letting go of that right leg to scooping him in.
Being tenacious, still in that double leg position, is the fighter who once again wrestled in Long Island, New York, went back to Colombia to pursue his MMA career. So far, Roa being very composed, countering the shot, but not going wild with the counters, not necessarily trying to circle off the fence. Seems content to stay here for right now.
Yeah, it's just Zarate just laying on him. Not much of the action except for that attempt to take him down, which he did, and got right back on his feet.
As we pointed out before the fight, Zarate, 41 years old.
41 years old young, Jimmy.
Hey, I'm older than that, so I'm all about 41 being young. My point is, it could be Roa's just, playing the long game, trying to wait for Zarate to wear down a little bit, extend himself a little too much. Could be a possibility because he seems content to wait by the fence.
And that's one person you cannot beat, and that's Father Age.
Only Father Time is undefeated, as we always say in combat sports.
Yes, sir.
Roa now fighting for the underhooks. Still content to hang out on the fence. 50 seconds left to go in round number 1.
A lot of this throughout the entire round, Jimmy. Much of the clinching. Now it's flipped around with Roa. The forefront. Zarate is back in the jaula.
See what Roa can do with this position, underhook on the left side. Much like his opponent Zarate, is not overly committing to the takedown. Tend to stay here and work for the body lock. And Zarate already looking like he's breathing heavy.
Yeah, he seems like he's taking here a little bit of the action. It's getting to him, slowing down big time. I mean, just the start of the fight itself, his stance was a little different.
A little bizarre, but he spent most of the first round on the offensive. Will the judges give it to him? That's the question as we end round number 1. Welcome back to Combate Global, bring you live fights from Bogota, Colombia. And we're starting round number 2, Dumar Roa versus Jon Zarate at 155 pounds. Roa, you see him in the background there in the red shorts. His opponent, Jon Zarate, in the black and yellow. Zarate going for the takedown a lot of round number 1. Not super effective, but he's the one pushing the pace. Do you give him round number 1, Rodolfo?
Yeah, for that one takedown he did. I mean, Roa got right back on his feet right after, but he had most of the time controlling the clinch. I would give it to Zarate, but if you really analyze that round, not much happening. Very slow start. Pretty much that's how it ended in that first round as well. And just the same we're seeing here in the second, Jimmy.
Well, what you said about round number 1,
okay.
Well, not a lot of pace to it, but in between rounds, it was Zarate who seemed to be breathing very, very heavy. Once again, he's trying to be the aggressor here, but breathing very heavily in between rounds.
Mouth open. You can see some of the heavy breathing coming in. He's calling in Roa to let's go, hitting himself, but there's that spinning. But see, you have, and Roa's not capitalizing on this. He knows his Roa is very slow with the strikes. You gotta be more fast-paced. You gotta attack more. The chance is there for you.
And the problem is, in close rounds, and you and I have seen it a million times with Rodolfo, the one who plays the outside, the one who plays the fence, often loses close rounds. You know, if you're not going to be the busier fighter, you're not going to knock your opponent down, at least be the aggressor and take the center, and so far, that's Zarate.
That is Zarate. That's exactly what he is doing, being the offensive fighter.
Crowd in Bogota, Colombia, starting to get a little bit
restless,
upset.
Yeah.
Letting the fighters know they want a little more action.
Yeah, they got to go, man. They got to go.
Roa says he likes fighting strikers, prides himself on his stand-up ability, but so far he's content to counterpunch. Zarate coming in with a big swing.
And it could be the strategy, Jimmy, of just wearing down Zarate until Roa finds that opportunity where he could finish him off. Maybe that is the key here, just letting him really gas out.
And we've both seen fighters, you and I, Rodolfo, in MMA, wait for their opponent to wear down and lose rounds on the way.
Never bank on that. It's the fight game, Jimmy. Anything can happen at any time. Again, he comes with that.
Before the fight, you talked about the stance switches of Zarate. He's pulling a lot of those off. Slow, but he's pulling off the stance switches.
Okay, that's the striking. Now we're going.
And now finally for the first time, Roa throwing some combinations.
Zarate not answering back.
Seems content to try to walk Roa down. Hands dangerously low.
Every time Roa strikes, Zarate nods. Usually not a good sign, Jimmy.
Nice shot to the body in that combination.
Yeah, Roa's
the liver is Roa.
Roa's feeling it now, Jimmy. He's feeling a little confident. He's picking up the pace.
Seeing Zarate not attack in between, not attacking in the middle, and it allows you to open up on your opponent.
And what I'm liking about Roa is he strikes and he moves, forcing Zarate to chase him, which is going to wear out his gas.
Just under 2 minutes left to go in round number 2. This fight live from Bogota, Colombia. It is Dumar Roa in the red trunks, Jon Zarate in the black and yellow.
A lot of hype with this fight. Some of the fans here are getting a little restless.
Well, you did some trash talking. There's a
You
little
better
bad
back it
blood.
up.
You better
Yeah.
back it up.
I want to see some leather served after all that talk they've done. Absolutely.
And it's Roa serving much more leather in round number 2. Hasn't landed any big punches, but he's certainly been the busier fighter. Done some good work to the body as well.
You can see the corner screaming at Dumar, go, go, go.
And 45 seconds left to go in round number 2. So far, Roa's round. Zarate has claimed the center, has done very little with it. I think Roa's corner believes Zarate doesn't have a lot when it comes to the counter punching. Roa still cautious,
Yeah,
still wary of the power of Zarate.
Zarate's corner just said, get your hands up, get your hands up.
He is talking to his opponent, daring him to come forward, and Roa doing just that. But you said it, Rodolfo, block the punches, but not coming back with shots of his own.
Nothing at all. He'll just take it. He'll make a gesture of it, but that's pretty much it. Doesn't counter.
That is the end of round number 2. Roa turning it up, but not enough to please the crowd in Bogota, Colombia, letting them know that
Well,
they're
Jimmy,
not happy with this.
You know, on the defense of Roa, it takes 2 to tango, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Zarate on the defensive in round number 2. Roa doing what he needed to do.
Now let's take a look at some of the work here. Great kick from Roa. And then Zarate with that spinning back fist, but Roa, he'll get on a flurry, losing his footing there. Got a little sloppy with that kick. Didn't plant it real well, but also this could be the canvas there, a little stiff because of the sweat. Great shot to the body from Roa. Followed up with a kick blocked by Zarate, but Zarate would not counter. He'll take the punches, sure, 1, 2, 3, and then looks at him, says, let's hit me again, and that's it.
What do you talk about successful fighters, especially successful strikers doing? Finding the in-between, right? When your opponent's throwing a combination, right in the middle, he's at his most vulnerable. If you wait till it's over, there's no target there, and that's been the problem for Zarate so far.
You have to counter, you have to strike. You hit me twice, 3, I'm gonna hit you with 5. You gotta answer back.
As we get ready for round number 3, Dumar Roa on your right. The arm tattoo and the red trunks. Jon Zarate, both fighters from Colombia, in the black and yellow. As we start round number 3.
Referee bringing him in,
Referee
letting him know
give
that's
him a
the
little
last
talking
one.
to.
Yeah. Couldn't hear what he's actually, I don't know if he just let them know this is the last round to bring it, or
Or if he told them, hey,
I would assume, right?
this is what the fans came to see some action. You better give it to them. As we start round number 3 on your unofficial scorecard, Rodolfo Roman, how do you have this fight right now?
Well, I'm gonna have to give that second round for Roa. He was a bit more of an aggressor here. But there's this pace is picked up by Roa. He got the memo now.
Well, now throwing combinations. Now in the southpaw stance.
Even Zarate, too.
Zarate bowling forward for the first time.
A little flashiness, and then Roa answered back. Now we're gonna have a little fun, Jimmy.
Little slip, and Roa now taking advantage. Nice knee snapping back the head of Zarate, but partially blocked.
They left it off for the last 5 minutes of the fight.
Zarate, as we've seen in the first 2 rounds taking the center of the cage.
I don't know exactly what that shot to the inner thigh will do, but
Well, sure. Accomplished there.
Well, and you know what, too, Jimmy? All kidding aside, you see in some of these countries, they have things that we're not used to seeing. You know, they incorporate different techniques that, you know, it says it works for them, sure. But don't be surprised if we see something like that like we've seen right here so far.
Yeah, we've seen some unorthodox stuff from both of these fighters. Roa now back, playing the outside, playing the fence. Crowd not liking it. This is what we saw in round number 1.
He started out hot. Now it's just getting a little bit cool in this fight. And Zarate, just keep those hands down the corner. Just consistently tell him, keep your hands up. Roa just needs to take advantage, strike in with that flurry of punches and strikes. And that could be his fight.
Good chill, going for the old sweep technique. A little Bruce Lee action there.
Yeah, that
right now
hardly works unless you're playing Street Fighter.
Yeah, very true.
Gayu, remember Gayu?
Oh, I remember it well, man. I was always a Ken guy myself, but this idea that this might be all tied up 1 round apiece. We're approaching the halfway mark of round number 3. It's about who leaves it all in the cage, who pushes harder here at the end with 2 minutes left. Might decide this fight.
Well, at least I'll give it to Roy. He's a man of his word, hasn't gone to the ground.
Yeah, Zarate going for the takedown in round number 1. Spent a lot of that round in double leg position. That's really only attempted a takedown here.
That's pretty much it. But not much happening, Jimmy. Really playing it safe for Zarate, not...
Roa fighting as though he kind of has this one in the bag. Zarate pushing forward a bit, but pretty much one and done every time he throws. See that spinning back, so far off balance.
Yeah, he's been there many times, about 3-4 times already, and you're right, he loses his balance, same with the kick. Spinning,
nice.
That calf kick.
Most effective combination, no follow-up.
But why don't you follow up?
And finally gets Roa off balance, lets him back to his feet, only to touch gloves.
You know, you take the guy down and you let him get. This is a fight, Jimmy.
In a very close fight that you could maybe get on top and win.
I'm not taking it to the prom, Jimmy. Yeah, and I understand the fans.
A lack of aggression from Zarate throughout this fight.
And I understand the fans. I understand their frustration.
Crowd in Bogota letting them know. They expected more out of both of these gentlemen.
And more from Roa, Jimmy. This is a guy that we've seen here in La Jaula. He's competed overseas. I would assume that I would have seen a little more from him. Take advantage of it.
Roa with some leg kicks, but neither guy trying to put their foot on the gas in this last 35 seconds. Fight could be on the line, and Roa is acting like it is already done. Just throwing pitter-pat shots. No fight-ending combination here, Rodolfo.
It's almost like a sparring.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's what it seems like. Yeah. So comfort level too high for both of these gentlemen as we reach the last 15 seconds. There's the clapper, 10 seconds left. See who turns it on, finally gets Roa off balance. Some action here, Roa finishing with a flurry. Both guys swinging at the end, and there's the bell.
A little too late, but okay.
You could ask yourself, where were those combinations earlier on in the fight? Dumar Roa versus Jon Zarate. This one will go to the judges. We'll hear what they have to say when we return. Combate Global.
Tres vueltas de mucha más acción. Esta es la decisión oficial. And the winner, by way of unanimous decision, el ganador por decisión unánime, Dumar Roa!
Eric Gomez from Ecuador. Crowd probably behind his opponent, Juan Mendoza.
Mendoza fought in Mexico and in the Dominican Republic. Now he's back home in Colombia fighting. So you get that home turf.
With much more action this bout. In the bantamweight division, los jueces son the judges are César Martínez, Camilo Prieto y William Arciniegas. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing yellow, vestido de amarillo. Su peso oficial, 132.7 libras, his official weight, 132.7 pounds, with a pro record of 11 victories and 1 defeat, con un récord profesional de 11 victorias y 1 derrota. From Salinas, Ecuador, Harry el Cuervo Gómez. Introducing the red corner, la esquina roja, wearing black and yellow, vestido de amarillo y negro. Su peso oficial, 136 libras. His official weight, 136 pounds, with a pro record of 16 victories, 6 losses, and 1 draw. Con un récord profesional de 16 victorias, 6 derrotas y 1 empate. De Bogotá, Colombia, Juan Pablo Mendoza. El referee, Hugo La Roca Pulido.
Hear the crowd going wild. The fighter from Colombia, Juan Pablo Mendoza. As we get ready to start round number 1, his opponent, Eric Gomez from Ecuador. You knew he wasn't going to get the crowd tonight. Doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Not. He is the person that is not liked in this arena.
An outsider.
Yep. He is the heel, Jimmy.
Heels and faces. We got him here, but he is young and brash. Another heel quality he has tonight. And we're underway. Round number 1.
Right from the start, very flashy, Jimmy.
Yep, Eric Gomez in the yellow. Juan Pablo Mendoza in the black and yellow.
That back kick. Look out for a lot of kicks. That's what Gomez likes to do, switch kicks. Very fast.
They weighed in the same. They are the same height, but you see how much bigger Mendoza is. One thing about that man strength, a little bit bigger, a little bit broader than your opponent.
Yeah, but as you get further into the fight, Jimmy, that could be an issue.
That can be a detriment, carrying around a little bit more weight.
And good way of Mendoza trying to work him in close to La Jaula, trying to bring him down. Good way, though, of Gomez is separating and bringing it right back to the center of La Jaula.
Gomez, technical, hands high so far.
And
very tight in his stance.
You're going to see throughout the fight, if it goes second, third, those hands of Mendoza will come down. You'll see how he just slowly gets tired himself. He tends to bring him down. Oh, he got clipped. See? Telling you, he leaves himself exposed, doesn't leave his chin tucked.
Yeah, very good straight punch from Gomez. Catching Mendoza coming in. And this is a smart strategy for Mendoza.
Yeah.
Lean on the kid, wear him down, take away some of that explosive energy, especially early in the fight.
Oh, he threw a snook in there, an elbow from Mendoza. Great shot from Gomez landing in, yeah. That's one thing that Mendoza does well. He does counter. Won't stand back.
Gomez came in, thought he was going to have an easy night. He's finding out he's very much mistaken.
Yeah, that
Only
cockiness.
2 minutes in round number 1. He has a fight on his hands.
It's slowed down. Good way of throwing that left hand from Mendoza, followed by Gomez.
Right.
We got a fight, gentlemen.
Both guys vulnerable to be hit so far in this fight.
The way Mendoza just trying to stalk his prey.
Mendoza finding a home so far for that left hook, and a takedown from Gomez. Attempted takedown.
Flipping the script.
Yeah, good hips from Juan Mendoza, going for a takedown of his own.
And Mendoza trying to go. Good.
Trying to reach for that switch position. So far, Mendoza not letting it happen.
And there he's got the back.
Nice transition for Juan Pablo Mendoza.
This is where Gomez could be in trouble, Jimmy. And Mendoza using the holla very effectively. Great
Nice knee.
He gets escaped from this one. Spinning back fist.
Every second that Juan Pablo Mendoza spends in the cage having success, his confidence is going to grow. That's when you, only 21 years old, Harry Gomez, start doubting yourself. All that bluster we saw coming into the cage, not seeing a lot now.
Different game now.
The time when you realize we've all done it in sparring, Grandpa can fight. This old guy I thought that I'd beat up, turns out he can fight. Been there before.
It's technique, Jimmy. Sometimes age doesn't even matter, it's about technique. Oh, kind of that uppercut.
So far, Mendoza, though, late in this first round, taking some risks, walking forward.
Great knee.
Yeah, great one. Prompting Gomez to go for the takedown.
Yeah, got him in
He
that,
gets it.
Got him in that clinch position, landed in that knee.
But a lot of energy so far consumed in this round number one.
Mendoza could be working on something here, but he does have the holler right down to his back.
Yeah, Gomez trying to crawl his way up. Maybe force his opponent to take a bad turn, take his back.
Gomez trying to scoop him up.
Now, so far, a good balance from Mendoza, holding kind of that Kimura trap position. Hard to use from here.
Right, that's what I was about to tell you.
He's
And there it
rolling
is. They have
for
a great way of transitioning.
Good job on the roll through by Gomez, and Mendoza back on the attack. Excellent round number one for both of these fighters. Gomez realizing he's in a fight.
All right.
And welcome back to round number two. The 21-year-old Harry Gomez taking on Juan Pablo Mendoza, 39. The reason I'm bringing up the disparity in age is Mendoza has fought without fear. Gomez trying to do damage, but been cut off halfway through. It seems like he's been eating some counter punches in a fight he didn't expect. We begin round number two with the young man still smiling, still full of confidence. Mendoza not backing down.
That confidence can go a long way, Jimmy. I love the kid's spirit and heart.
That's right, Harry Gomez in the yellow trunks, taking on Juan Pablo Mendoza in the yellow and black.
See how that left hand from Mendoza is just little by little just going down, and you'll see it as the time fight goes. You keep those hands down. That's when Gomez needs to capitalize, bring in that youth, that quickness, and it could be his. And there's that straight in the brawl.
Nice combination from Gomez.
If Gomez gets in that brawl, it could be towards his advantage.
But Mendoza, though, fighting as though he's felt the power of Gomez and he's not worried about it. He seems very brave, chin high, walking forward.
Yeah, the question is, how much can he take of it, Jimmy?
Oh, a little low blow there. Left kick to the cup. Seems like Mendoza recognizes. Is he limping? Looks a little bit.
Maybe. Maybe we can see a replay of that, but I don't think so. But there we go. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Straight field goal, Jimmy.
Yep. And Mendoza, to his credit, did not attack. Felt that it was a low blow. Oh. Both fighters starting off some good punches.
This is going to be interesting. Look at Mendoza. He's been knocked out before, exactly in a brawl.
Gomez throwing leather. Mendoza answering right back.
If I were Mendoza, I would try to find a chance where I can bring him to the ground.
Harry Gomez talked about his speed, his ability to win stand-up exchanges. There's get the chance to prove it now.
Oh, they're going to go toe-to-toe right now, Jimmy. He's feeling it. And Gomez, the fight now, he's getting that confidence. He's getting in that speed, that trading of blows.
But Mendoza not intimidated at all. Standing right in the pocket and trading with a younger, faster fighter.
He won't. He will bring it. He's not going to stand back, dance around. He's going to go toe-to-toe. And now, rightfully so, bringing him to the howler in the clinch, giving an opportunity to catch his breath. Work a little bit from here. Great shot from Gomez.
Good shots from Mendoza and Gomez. Both these guys landing power punches in the pocket.
Yeah, they're coming in heavy, Jimmy. And Mendoza's been getting clipped many times.
Diving in, and now it's Gomez a little bit in that Kimura trap position. Not really in a position to use it, however, and a solid takedown for Mendoza right when he needed it in a very close round.
And using the howler there, landing in some shoulder shots.
Smart tactical move here.
Very smart.
Yeah, take the energy out of your opponent, ground him.
And trying to see if he could flatten him out somewhere using that howler, pinning him, landing in them shots. Trying to make his way, maybe tempting a rear naked if he were to get himself the other leg around.
Smart move right now, not going for it though.
No.
With some short shots, not willing to give up position.
Yep. He smells it.
Veteran stuff here from
there it is.
Pablo Mendoza.
He's working his way through, Jimmy.
One hook in, but it doesn't matter. If he's under the neck, he can finish.
Doesn't have, the chin is down though.
Yep. Harry Gomez trying to scrape his opponent off the cage.
Mendoza needs to keep landing in these little shots to force him, to force the youngster to leave that opening.
But this whole time, Rodolfo, if he doesn't get the rear naked choke, Gomez is forced to carry all of this weight. Forced to carry his opponent, endure this pressure. It's not easy.
And listen, he has a minute to go. That's plenty of time to work for this position.
Under there, it's an eternity.
Oh, for him, Gomez, he's in big trouble here. He's feeling all that weight. It's like a ton of bricks.
And right now, Mendoza sealing a close round. It was pretty even up until the takedown, and now it has been all Mendoza, the fighter from Colombia, now turning it on in front of the hometown crowd.
Yeah, and Gomez needs to do something here.
Might be content to just see the end of the round at this point. Just survive, go for the finish in round number 3, because my scorecard, he's gonna need it.
Good way of Gomez to keep that chin, but not doing much, just in survival mode, as you said, Jimmy.
Juan Pablo Mendoza unloading.
He may make it.
On his 21-year-old opponent, we're under 10 seconds in round number 2. And Mendoza finishing strong here in Colombia. Here's some action from round number 2. It seemed as though Gomez having some success early with the strikes, but Juan Pablo Mendoza getting it back on the ground.
Yeah, let's see though, in between the rounds, I see the huffing and puffing from Mendoza, and Gomez smiling, confident. Last 5 minutes to go. If Mendoza can keep up that pace that he did in that second round, he can win it.
Yeah, but are we in a position as we begin round number 3 where Harry Gomez, fighter in yellow, might need a finish at this point?
Great strategy for Mendoza, going straight down for the takedown, a single leg.
Looking to pass on the right side, stepping over the knee. Good hip pressure so far.
Trying to work on getting him out, but the way of Gomez keeping that leg, that right leg, prohibiting him from following through.
Gomez not able to get off the bottom in round number 2. Rodolfo, how do you have this on your scorecard? Does Gomez need a finish in this 3rd round?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Mendoza did an excellent job in that second round. First, I think he did enough, but Gomez definitely needs to put a finish, whether by submission or TKO or KO. Only way he's gonna win it right now in our scorecards.
As Juan Pablo Mendoza putting pressure on this half guard position. Nice short elbows. Fighter from Bogota, Colombia. Of course, the crowd so behind him. Here at Combate Global, we're bringing you a fight from Bogota, Colombia.
Love him, he's been using those shoulder shots. He used it in the second when he pinned him right to La Jaula, and he's doing it right here, smack in the middle.
And his veteran stuff, using the shoulder strikes. Little tiny moves to not just injure your opponent, not just hurt him, but take the energy out of him. Doing that very effectively.
Mendoza trying to get that leg. I don't know if he's trying to see if he can get him in a crucifix. He's flattening out that arm, that left arm.
Good job with the guard pass. All the way inside
there it
control.
is. He's trying, Jimmy, to get the crucifix. Let's see, he's trying to see it get that left arm. And Gomez is going to give his back, though.
Gomez doing a good job battling his way back to half guard, but still basically in a defensive position.
That's all he's doing. He's just defending. He's just defending, but not doing anything from here. No transitioning, no getting out of it.
Harry El Cuervo Gomez, 11-1 as a pro.
Has that back flattened right on the canvas.
Could be he underestimated his opponent tonight. Mendoza's been putting it on him since the midway point of round number 2. We're on the 3rd round of a 3-round fight.
By the looks of it, Jimmy has two minutes and change. Mendoza could be here all day riding this fight, and he'll win it.
Don't spend more money than you have to. Spend more money than you have to. It's a cardinal rule of jiu-jitsu. Your currency is energy. You never spend more than you have to. And right now, Mendoza doing a good job. Yeah, exactly. Keeping the pressure on.
Now he got him out.
Making his opponent spend energy, and he's not giving any.
He's working here from the guard. Trying to get a can opener. Trying to posture himself up. But Gomez, though, pushing those hips.
Yeah, but Gomez has to go hard for a submission from guard. Minute 30 left in round number 3.
And it's so tough from this position, Jimmy. You know that.
It's like an avalanche coming down on you, but the fighter from Ecuador, Harry Gomez, see him on the bottom in the yellow, 11-1, impressive record at only 21 years old, and he's staring down the barrel of a big upset.
He's trying to catch an arm, something, but that's like trying to go fishing where there's a whole bunch of waves.
Very difficult.
Young stud in deep waters here. Doesn't seem he's going to take the win unless a miracle happens with less than a minute to go.
Yeah, 45 seconds left. Mendoza still putting the pressure on. Still trying to bank this 3rd round to give him the win.
And it's this veteran move right here, taking the young guy all the way to La Jaula and just working for this position. he can be here all less than 30 seconds to go and finish the fight.
Nice short elbows.
Yeah.
The crowd here in Bogota senses it, the big upset. Under 20 seconds left, round number 3, a gut check moment, a gut check fight for the young man from Ecuador.
Veteran move from Mendoza.
10 seconds left. Will we see it? The big upset, 11-1, just became 11-2. We'll see if the judges agree. Can't see how it would work out any other way. Juan Pablo Mendoza, great performance in front of the hometown crowd. What do the judges think? They're in Bogota, Colombia. We'll find out right after this.
Después de 3 vueltas de mucha más acción, esta es la decisión oficial. After 3 rounds of much more action, this is the final decision. And the winner, by way of unanimous decision, el ganador por decisión unánime. De sangre colombiana, Juan Pablo Mendoza. In la división peso mosca, we continue with much more action this bout. In the flyweight division, los jueces son, the judges are Hugo Pulido, William Arenciaga y César Martínez. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing green, vestido de verde, su peso oficial, 122.1 libras, his official weight, 122.1 pounds, with a pro record of 4 victories and 3 losses, con un récord profesional de 4 victorias y 3 derrotas. De Medellín, Colombia, Ronald el Lobo Vasquez. Introducing the red corner, en la esquina roja, wearing blue, vestido azul, su peso oficial, 125 libras, his official weight, 125 pounds. Esta noche entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con 3 victorias. Tonight, he enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 3 victories. From Bogota, Colombia, Nicolas Bojaca. El referee, Camilo Prieto.
We get ready for round number 1. Ronald Vasquez, 4-3. You see him right there in the beard. And ready to take on his opponent, Nicolas Bojaca. It is Vasquez in the blue. And we are underway. I'm sorry, it's Bojaca in the blue, Vasquez in the green.
Yeah, look at Bojaca's quick it is.
What a shot! And it is over seconds into round number 1.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Nicolas Bojaca.
Man.
Front kick right through the guard.
Woo.
And Vasquez disappointed. He's saying that stoppage was early, but man, what a shot.
No. Let's take a look at that. All about 5 seconds of it.
And they show it 20 times. Wow.
Beautiful.
That rear leg, and you see the body just go completely limp.
Yeah.
And that's what the referee saw, and that was the reason for the stoppage. It looked like Vasquez got hit by lightning. Didn't even break a sweat. The young man from Bogota, Colombia moves to 4-0.
The bosses of Combate Global, El Jefe, watching this. I'm sure he's excited for this.
Right now, Campbell McLaren, El Jefe, reaching for his phone. That is one hell of a highlight for this man.
Incredible, incredible.
25 years old, still undefeated. What a confidence builder moving forward for that young man on your left.
11 segundos en round número 1, the official time. 11 seconds of round number 1. And the winner, by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Nicolas Bojaca.
Almost a decade older than his opponent, 33-24. Let's get it started, Beatrice.
Continuamos con mucha más acción en este duelo. En la división peso gallo, we continue with much more action this bout. In the bantamweight division, los jueces son the judges are Hugo Pulido, William Arciniegas y Camilo Prieto. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. Introducing the blue corner, la esquina azul, wearing black and gray, vestido de negro. Su peso oficial, 134.9 libras, his official weight, 134.9 pounds, with a pro record of 4 victories and 6 losses, con un récord profesional de 4 victorias y 6 derrotas. De Bogotá, Colombia, Jeffry de Bullet. In the red corner, la esquina roja, wearing pink, vestido de rosa. Su peso oficial, 133.8 libras, his official weight, 133.8 pounds, with a pro record of 15 victories and 11 losses, con un récord profesional de 15 victorias y 11 derrotas. From Bogotá, Colombia, Andrés Leal. César Martínez.
They're ready for it, both fighters out of Bogotá, Colombia. This is a rematch. They know one another well. First fight won by Andrés Leal. What adjustments did Jeffry the Bullet Gill make? You see him crouched and ready to go. 9 years younger than his opponent.
Crowd is into it. They've been waiting for this, Jimmy. They know what occurred in that previous fight back in April, earlier this year.
We're underway, round number 1. Andrés Leal in the pink. Jeffry Gill.
Difference to the first one, it was Gill was taking in those first shots.
Yep, Gill in the black and yellow.
Leal being more patient.
Leal very aggressive in the first fight. Took the first round, landing big bombs. It was Gill who had to come back and be patient. Who's gonna change the script? A lot of respect between these two fighters.
And the level of respect is there, Jimmy. Look how they know what they're all about. They know what they're capable. Trading blows right from there from the start.
Leal walking into some punches. First fight, a lot of exchanges on the feet, a lot of exchanges on the ground, swapping different positions, a lot of scrambles. Nice right hand from Gill.
Yeah, he has some bombs.
Yeah, catching Leal coming in.
Double A has those heavy hands, that overhand right.
Andrés Double A Leal in the pink. He is the champion. He's back to us now. Now in the second. Beautiful power shot.
The knockout. The knockout was promised, Jimmy.
He said he would finish it early, and he did. We don't see a round number 2. Wow.
Holy smokes.
Wow. Jeffry Gill, the bullet. He's the one that got sniped in round number 1. Leal holding up the belt with pride. Man, what a shot.
Beautiful. Was that overhand right? Took him out. That's how you wanted it to finish the first time around. You got it to do it the second time.
The last time, this took 25 minutes. I'm not investing that tonight. Another phone number for El Jefe.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
McLaren ready to give this guy a call. See what you can do.
Let's take a look here real quickly. An exchange with a straight left, sorry. Took him right down to the canvas. Bing! Right on the button. Sending down Gill to the canvas. I don't know, but that printer right now must be very hot with all that printing and the contractors. Man, we see some great talent tonight.
Great stuff from Andres AA Leal. Look at this second left, Rodolfo. Bang on the ground. That's what finished him off. Wow. First left hand put him on his butt. Second one finished it. No doubt in the rematch, Andres Leal will make it official when we come back.
1 minute and 14 seconds of round.
And here's Andres Leal.
And the winner.
Flash in the heart, and he has earned it.
El ganador por knockout técnico. Andres Leal. Este es el evento coestelar de esta noche. We continue with much more action. This is the co-main event of the evening. División Peso Welter, welterweight division. Los jueces son, the judges are César Martínez, Camilo Prieto y Hugo Pulido. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing red, vestido de rojo, su peso oficial, 170.4 libras, his official weight, 170.4 pounds. With a pro record of 3 victories, invicto como profesional con 3 victorias. De Estado Falcón, Venezuela, Alexander, el Juggernaut Campos. En la esquina roja, in the red corner, wearing black, vestido de negro. Su peso oficial, 168.2 libras, his official weight, 168.2 pounds. Tonight, he enters la jaula undefeated as a pro with 2 victories. Esta noche, entra a la jaula invicto como profesional con 2 victorias. De República Dominicana, Santo Domingo, Carlos, Capitán América, Santana. El referee, William Arciniega.
They are a combined 5-0. As we say in combat sports, someone's O has got to go. It's Alexis Campos. See him right there in the red shorts. He was 0.4 pounds over championship weight. He cannot leave with the belt. His opponent, Carlos Santana, 2-0. He can be a champion with a win tonight. There he is in the black shorts.
I'll see you would be, Jimmy, to visit a different country competing and walk out with gold.
We'll see who can do it. Round number 1 underway.
Campos, originally from Venezuela, left due to the political turmoil. He said, I haven't been around my family in some time, but I promised them that I'll be back. And when I do, it's going to be with gold around my waist.
Alexis Campos, you see in the southpaw stance, a very powerful boxer. Works the body very, very well. Nice tight combinations. Might behoove Carlos Santana get this one to the ground in a hurry. Doesn't want to trade punches.
Campos with that tall stance compared to Santana.
Very tight with the hands.
Very tight. Ooh.
Now unload.
Good shot. It is rocked already, Jimmy.
This might be over soon, and it is.
Even the referee getting some action in there. A little suplex.
Another quick win for the Juggernaut. Alexis Campos. Beautiful hook to the ear.
Man, oh man.
Took the balance right away from Carlos Santana.
Says it's pointing at his right hand.
He's complaining he might have hurt himself, but it was the punch from Alexis Campos that did the damage.
Let's take a look at whatever it was of a highlight. Quick exchange. It seemed like a right hook that took down Santana. Campos followed. So it was a left, right, following through, and bam, that right hand. Yep, right hook that took him out.
Behind the ear.
Boom.
If you've ever taken a shot like that around the ear of Rodolfo,
yes,
your balance goes immediately. And that looks like exactly what happened.
All you hear is bing. That's what you hear in your ear. And even the referee trying to get a little action in there.
Going
trying
for
to
the
get him off.
Yeah. But it was that face down drop. Whenever you fall face down, referee's gonna stop it. And that's exactly what happened. Unbelievable performance for Alexis Campos. We will make it official when we come back to Combate Global. And Beatrice, make it official.
El tiempo oficial, 46 segundos del round número 1, the official time. 46 seconds of round number 1. And the winner by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Alexis Campos! We continue with much more action. This is the main event of the evening. División Peso Pluma, featherweight division. Los jueces son the judges are Camilo Prieto, César Martínez y William Arciniegas. Y ahora, damas y caballeros, llegó el momento de un combate global. En la esquina azul, in the blue corner, wearing blue, vestido de azul, su peso oficial, 145 libras, his official weight, 145 pounds, with a pro record of 16 victories and 3 losses, con un récord profesional de 16 victorias y 3 derrotas. De sangre colombiana, Javier Reyes.
Vergazos, perro, ahora sí.
Introducing the red corner, en la esquina roja, wearing black and purple, vestido de negro y morado. He tipped the scale at 145 pounds, detuvo la báscula en 145 libras, con un récord profesional de 7 victorias y 3 derrotas, with a pro record of 7 victories and 3 losses. Repping Buenaventura, Colombia, Stiven Valencia. El referee, Hugo La Roca Pulido.
Me ponen cuidado. Manténganse defendiéndome y ataquen en todo momento. Que gane el mejor choque en cuanto si quieren y a sus esquinas.
What a main event we have ready to go for you. Javier Reyes versus Stiven Valencia. Stiven Valencia in the black, Javier Reyes in the blue.
Right,
and we are underway.
Perhaps the biggest fight in Colombian MMA history, Jimmy. And Reyes already attacking for the ground game, knowing that that is the flaw in Valencia.
Valencia turning, giving up his back already. And right now, Reyes all over him, body triangle. 20 seconds into round number 1.
Reyes showing why he's the boss in Colombian MMA. Great body lock already, making it very difficult for Valencia to escape. But look at the transition.
Valencia. Turning around, ending up on top.
Man, the hype behind these two, the support. As you were mentioning, Jimmy, when you know your fighters in your area, everybody knows each other. I mean, these are two guys, they train together, they've been in the same town, and when you get that crowd, that fan supporting you, big time feels.
It's a big time emotional wave you're riding into the cage. Both these gentlemen doing it. And we've had, so far, 3 5-round fights. All of them have ended in the first round. The pace these guys are putting on, they're not looking for a long fight.
Reyes continuing to take down Valencia. And as the fight goes further in, perhaps into the 5th round, that cardio from Valencia, that's what I'm questioning.
Yeah, Valencia trying to hold on to a guillotine position there that's never going to work from side control, wisely letting it go. And Reyes going back to putting on the physical pressure.
And this wears you down, especially for Valencia right here.
Taking the back again. 1 hook in so far.
He's trying to set it up, Jimmy. This might finish very, very quickly.
You know, it's like both fighters have so much, it seems like nervous energy right now. Reyes has the back, body triangle, but still you can feel almost the jittery style he's using right now. Not typical for Reyes.
But you can see the patience in Reyes, just setting it up, not pressured. Good way for Valencia though, really stepping up, transition, defending himself, doing what he needs to do.
Valencia defending the choke.
And he's trying to turn around here, but that's where he can find himself in deep trouble if he leaves that chin exposed.
Now you want to turn around, you want to be mobile, but you got to protect your chin the entire time. And it's difficult to do both at the halfway point of round number 1.
Reyes trying to let those shots to open up that chin and sink in the rear naked choke. The body lock is there, making it very difficult for Valencia to escape.
The difficulty with the body triangle is you can ride a little high to get the choke.
Ah, there he turned it around, Jimmy.
Able to turn it around again. It's those long legs of Reyes and the thin build of Valencia. He can kind of spin in a way a lot of fighters can't out of that body triangle. Valencia, 7-3 as the pro. Now caught in the triangle. This is trouble, Rodolfo. Under 1:40 in round number 1. It is a deep triangle.
Deep triangle with the shots to put the cherry on top.
Valencia trying to scramble his way out, but so difficult.
This is a hard position for Valencia.
And he escaped. Able to escape again.
Wow.
New nickname for Valencia might be Houdini. Getting out all these positions, finding a way to escape.
He read that Chris Angel book.
Good pressure now on top. Right now, Reyes to the Kimura and roll. Reyes tactically so far a step ahead of Valencia every time.
Yeah, the experience is there. You can see there, anytime, any opening, he takes advantage of a good way of Valencia escaping. Finding those holes, getting out of those predicaments. But eventually that's gonna come to an end, Jimmy. You could go so far of switching and transitioning and escaping.
It only takes one. That's the problem. You can get out of trouble over and over again, but your opponent is in dominant position, only needs one submission, and this is over. And Reyes knows that. Experience disparity.
Big mistake right here, flattening him out. And now he's giving his back, Jimmy, right back where he wanted in the earlier of the round.
15 seconds left in round number 1. Reyes dominating the round, but not able to put Valencia away so far. Can he make it another 5 seconds?
He may last, Jimmy.
And that's it for round number 1. Wow.
Ooh.
This gentleman fighting like it's a 2-round fight. We have
and look at Valencia, he's a little wobbled there.
Yeah, lumped up by those short elbows.
Curious to see how sitting down at that stool. Reyes, of course, like if anything, nothing has happened. Let's take a look at the action. Finished off there for that ground and pound. But Valencia in very, very tough situations. Triangle position right here, landing in. Oh, nope. That's right at the end of the round. But he was in a triangle position.
He was in a couple body triangles.
Body
everything
triangles,
bad you can think of.
Any opportunity that's difficult to escape, he was in, but he managed to escape. Now to see how he gets off that stool. Really didn't see. I'd like to see how, and there it is. the difference in there. Reyes already on his feet while Valencia still sitting down.
Can't take much more time without them stopping the fight.
They're asking him, are you all right? Seems like they can maybe check the doctor or something?
Looks like the doctor might be coming in to check out that swelling around the left eye.
He looked a little woozy, Jimmy, a little fatigued.
Well,
yeah, he was looked a little dizzy. They asked him if he was okay. When he stood up, like,
did look wobbly,
yeah.
Rodolfo. And he better get it together, round number 2.
And Reyes knows that he smells blood right now.
Javier Reyes on your right, I'm sorry, on your left from this camera angle with the blue trunks on.
Yeah.
A good left-right combination.
And those are stoopy shots.
Stiven Valencia, his opponent, with the black trunks. He is wobbled. He was hurt in round number 1. And Reyes starting off right where he left off, round number 1. Attacking.
Yeah, and that balance wasn't there for Valencia, Jimmy.
Well, it ain't gonna get any better in this position.
No, he is not.
Short punches. Valencia trying to turn and get on top. Able to get back to his feet. It's about as good as it's gonna get.
Pulled off another David Copperfield, Jimmy, but how many of those can you do?
Nice takedown. Can he put some pressure on Reyes here in round number 2? Because, you know, yeah, he got out of a lot of positions, but on the defensive throughout round number 1.
He's been doing enough to survive.
Yes.
But what is he doing to win?
Record of 7-3 as a pro, as we've mentioned, coming off a 4-second knockout. So riding some confidence coming into this fight, but so far it's been the veteran savvy of Javier Reyes that has been the difference.
Watch out for that right elbow of Reyes. He could have thrown it in there in that position.
Good job pulling Reyes into his lap, but no hooks in yet.
Now Valencia trying to get the back of Reyes. Again, this is the first time that Reyes fights in Colombia since 2018. Ever since he's been fighting here in the States, in La Jaula.
Yeah, a bit of a homecoming for him. He hails from Bogota, which is where this fight is taking place. Valencia also from Colombia. Valencia, to his credit, putting the pressure on in round number 2.
Tables have turned here, Jimmy.
Shows us, don't judge a book by its cover. He looked like he was in trouble early in this round.
But what the thing is, sure, he's working the thing, but not finding anything.
Now Reyes back to his feet in the clinch position.
And the underhook. Now Reyes here attacking those shots, pinning him to La Jaula.
Short punches as Reyes now going back to work with his takedown. Valencia thinking guillotine, hard to finish from here.
Oh, Reyes not willing to go down or just waiting for that shot chance. Try for some up kicks.
Little slowdown in the pace in round number 2. Good job on belly.
That's what Reyes was waiting for. Waiting to find that opening. Referee looking very closely.
Valencia in a lot of trouble now. Reyes can get him out now. And keep him flat. This might be over.
Referee asking if he's all right. He has to defend himself intelligently, or if not, ref could step in.
And it was the short strikes that did the damage in round number 1. Same thing in round number 2, minute 20 left.
He's not defending himself, Jimmy.
Has Valencia run out of miracles? Will we see the stoppage in round number 2? Referee
this may come in. He's about to jump in.
Trying desperately to stay in the fight.
He got a minute left.
Javier Reyes will not let him off the hook.
Valencia just hoping that that bell just sounds as fast as it can.
And once again, he is desperate for the end of the round. But Reyes giving him no comfort at all. Short punches trapped against the fence.
This is tough right here.
It'd be death of a thousand cuts
Ref's
here.
about to step in, Jimmy.
And
there it is.
A merciful stoppage.
Oh, look at that ear.
24 seconds left in round number 2.
Bleeding from the right ear, Jimmy.
Muy bien, Pablo, muy bien. Respira. Dale. Ahí está. Listo.
Stiven Valencia still down on his back. Javier Reyes going over to show respect to his fellow Colombian.
Ooh, that ear is busted open, Jimmy. I don't know if he busted some cauliflower he had previously, but let's take a look at some of that action. Pinning Valencia towards the jaula, and the referee was any second he was stepping in.
Looking for a reason, right?
Yeah,
Looking for any punch to call this one.
And look, it's the pros, right? They're gonna let it slide a little more, especially with this type of fight, this main event.
Yeah, main event title on the line.
Let it ride a little bit. Yeah, let it ride a little bit. He did exactly what he had to do. Kudos to the ref.
There wasn't any one big shot that was the beginning of the end. It was positional. It was relentless. It was dominant in the main event for Javier Reyes. We will make it official when we come back. It was scheduled for 5. Didn't go anywhere near that. Beatrice, make it official.
El tiempo oficial. 4 minutos y 36 segundos del round número 2, the official time. 4 minutes and 36 seconds of round number 2. And the winner, by technical knockout, el ganador por knockout técnico, Javier Reyes!
Welcome back to Combate Global. Jimmy Smith alongside Rodolfo Roman. Well, we had 4 fights that were 5-rounders, and we saw one of them go to round number 3. That was it. Incredible finishes. My favorite part of the night, as you know, Rodolfo, is putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
Performance of the night to you. Hit me.
Nicolas Bojaca, 11-second round. 11-second KO. This much that kid looks great, promising, young stud, flyweight. I like the kid. I think he has a lot to give. We only saw 11 seconds of it here tonight, but if you look at his previous fights, he's giving a little more. Undefeated, has never lost as an amateur or as a pro. Continues now at 4-0. That is the man who impressed me here tonight. And in overall, Jimmy, everyone impressed me. Colombia has shown tonight that they have talent in the world of mixed martial arts. And some of these men that we saw compete in La Jaula tonight will one day be entering La Jaula right behind us.
That's right, Camel McLaren El Jefe. You have your work cut out for you. So much talent on display tonight from Bogota, Colombia. Titles on the line, but fighters were fighting like they weren't getting paid by the hour, but by the knockout. Just how we love it. Well, on behalf of everybody behind the scenes, Rodolfo Roman, Jimmy Smith, everyone who worked in Colombia and here in Miami, thank you so much. We'll see you next time in La Jaula.